Imagine everything we thought we knew about the origins of civilization is wrong, not just off by a few centuries but by tens of thousands of years. That's the claim surrounding a quiet hill in West Java, Indonesia, known as Gunung Padang. For centuries, locals considered it sacred, a home to ancient spirits, possibly even the remnants of a long-lost kingdom, but it wasn't until the 1970s that archaeologists recognized it as a megalithic site. Thousands of stone columns, shaped from andesite, were arranged in terraces across the hilltop, resembling ancient ceremonial platforms. Initially, the site was dated to around 500 BCE, consistent with other megalithic cultures in Southeast Asia. But in 2011, researchers realized Gunung Padang could be older, much older. Dr. Danny Hilman Natawidjaja, a geologist with Indonesia's Institute of Sciences, began using ground-penetrating radar and core drilling to peer beneath the surface. What he found wasn't a natural hill at all, but layer upon layer of man-made construction. Massive terraces, walls and chambers buried beneath 3 meters of soil and volcanic debris. Carbon dating of organic materials embedded in these lower layers returned shocking results, some as old as 13,000 to 20,000 years. If true, Gunung Padang would be the oldest known pyramid-like structure on Earth, thousands of years older than Mesopotamia, Egypt, or even Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. But if civilization didn't begin around 6,000 years ago as we've long believed, then what else have we gotten wrong? As excavations continued, researchers uncovered something even more mysterious, signs of a hidden chamber beneath the hill, but what was it for? And more importantly, who built it? Buried beneath the ancient stones of Gunung Padang lies not just physical architecture, but a mystery that could redefine humanity's early capabilities. What was this structure really for? Dr. Danny Hilman believes Gunung Padang wasn't merely a place of worship or burial. He proposes something more radical, that this was a multi-layered pyramid complex constructed over millennia by multiple civilizations, each rebuilding and expanding upon what came before. The uppermost layers are believed to be about 3,000 to 4,000 years old, possibly the product of an Iron Age society, but beneath that are older layers dated to 9,000 years ago. And then at the bottom, a core structure that could be 12,000 to 20,000 years old, built at a time when humans were supposedly still primitive hunter-gatherers. This leads to one of the most controversial theories, that Gunung Padang was not just a ceremonial site, but a center of advanced prehistoric knowledge. Some researchers suggest it could have functioned as an energy site, similar to how the Great Pyramid is speculated to have been a kind of harmonic machine. Others believe it may have been a geopolymer structure, using techniques akin to modern concrete. There's even speculation that the chambers beneath the surface could have been used for resonant sound rituals, or as a storehouse for ancient texts or technologies, now long lost to time. Mainstream archaeologists have pushed back hard, calling these claims speculative at best and pseudoscience at worst. But Dr. Hilman argues that the physical evidence supports deeper investigation, not dismissal, and he's not alone. Notable researchers like Graham Hancock and Robert Schoch, both known for challenging orthodox timelines, have visited Gunung Padang and expressed serious interest in its implications. Hancock describes it as the smoking gun, proof that an advanced civilization may have existed before the last ice age, one that left behind fingerprints in stone before vanishing in a cataclysm. But if an ancient civilization really did build Gunung Padang, where did they go? And what cataclysm could have wiped them, and their knowledge, off the face of the earth? Could Gunung Padang be the last surviving echo of a lost global civilization, one destroyed by a cataclysm around 12,800 years ago? Some scientists believe so, but others are doing everything they can to shut the idea down. This brings us to the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis, a theory suggesting that a massive cosmic event, such as a comet or asteroid, struck Earth roughly 12,800 years ago. This event would have triggered global fires, flooding, and abrupt climate change, marking the end of the last ice age. According to proponents like Hancock, Schoch, and Randall Carlson, this cataclysm didn't just wipe out megafauna, it may have wiped out an entire civilization, leaving behind scattered remnants like Göbekli Tepe, the Sphinx, and Gunung Padang. The site's elevated location, proximity to water, and its enormous scale suggest it could have been part of a prehistoric cultural center, perhaps even a survivor of Atlantis-like knowledge. But this idea faces fierce resistance. Critics argue the dating methods used by Dr. Hillman are flawed. They accuse him of misinterpreting natural formations as man-made. The Indonesian government, after initially supporting his work, later suspended excavations, citing the need for scientific consensus. Yet the debate rages on. Some believe the pushback isn't just academic, it's ideological. Because if Gunung Padang is real, it doesn't just challenge textbooks, it challenges everything. Our assumptions about human history, our arrogance about progress, and our ability to accept that we may not be the first advanced civilization to walk this earth. Gunung Padang remains a mystery, partly uncovered, hotly contested, and deeply buried in more than just soil. So the question isn't just, what is Gunung Padang? It's what are we so afraid of finding out?